It's finally time for the W07 to take to the track, and Nico Rosberg's about to leave his hotel and go to Silverstone. So I'm going to catch a ride with him to the circuit. Happy New Year, Nico. I haven't seen you since Stuttgart for the Stars of Cars event. What have you been up to?
Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you too. I've been enjoying private life.
And that's
it's been great. Yeah, well, now it's becoming normality really, and it's just been great. We had such fun, you know, and so many great moments together, and it's been special and a bit longer than usual, the winter break, because the testing is going to start much later than normal, which is a challenge in itself because it's so limited, the testing now. You know, before the first race I have like 4 days in the car, which is incredible. I mean, if you think a tennis player that would stand 4 days on the tennis court practicing before the Grand Slam event, he wouldn't do very well.
Yeah.
So it's a bit strange, but it's the same for everybody, so it's fine.
So we're on the way to Silverstone now. The first time you're going to get to drive the W07. Have you got butterflies? Are you nervous? How do you feel?
It's exciting. I was in the factory yesterday to see the car, and you can really see, you know, that it's another big step forward, and everybody's like, wow, and because it's like the work of 1,400 people that just comes together into this one car and one machine, you know, and everybody has had his impact on every little detail, you know, and it looks great. So I'm looking forward to taking it around and starting to feel, you know, what it feels like.
Today, what are you aiming to get out of it? What's it all about?
It's really, you know, just checking that the car can do some laps, and that there's no, you know, issues that are stopping us from actually getting out of the garage. And because for now the car hasn't actually driven. You know, they've just built it together. Of course, they've done loads of tests on the bench and in the factory and this and that. But everything in one, you know, driving out has never been done. So it's just another step which you need to get through and do all the really, you know, initial checks, that there's no major heat all of a sudden coming in an area where you don't expect it and burning some parts of the car. All these things are you'll be able to see that today, you know, so it's a really important day.
And then is there time between now and Monday when you run the car in Barcelona to make any tweaks? Can you feed back enough for them to, or will it kind of have to depend on another run in Barcelona?
No, for sure there's time, yeah, definitely. And they work day and night, you know, so if there's 2 days time, or 3 actually, that is plenty to do a whole new whatever they need, you know, and they can just do anything.
So when you're in the car normally on the way to the track, what are you doing? Are you listening to stuff? Do you read? What does a driver do when they're sort of away from all the prying eyes?
I do a lot of sports, as I say, and
in the car, would you have headphones on now? Would we be
Yep, they're lying right here.
You were singing a bit earlier.
My headphones will be on.
You're a bit of a singer.
Really like singing, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the talent of a good voice, but I really enjoy it.
Do you sing in the shower?
Probably sometimes, yeah. Probably.
So this year, is there anything that you want to do away from Formula 1? Do you have a bucket list? What's kind of on your list of things to do?
Bucket list of things that I can do this year? There's not much really.
Because there's no time? Is it going to be difficult to
yeah, it's just very focused, you know. It's focused on racing, and then when I have free time, it's back home, spending time with my family, training, keeping up the fitness level, going to see some friends, things like that. Yeah.
Now, I was thinking, 2016, there's a 6 in that year.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's a lucky year for you?
Hopefully, that would be great.
Are you superstitious?
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
So if you saw a ladder, would you walk under it or go around it?
No, but if if someone says something very unlucky, I'll touch wood, for example.
Okay.
Or so I do a couple of things like that, yeah.
And does that kind of work its way into how you set up for the car in a race and stuff? Do you have little rituals that you go through?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I always do the same way, like getting into the car from the right hand side, and if I'm wearing a bracelet and I do pole position, I'll wear it the next morning.
Really?
For the race, yeah,
oh my
things
gosh.
like that, you know. So.
Okay, that's interesting. So later on today, what will you be eating? Because people probably want to know, like, what does the driver eat during a training day, during a race day? What will you be doing? And what can I be eating to try and look like you guys?
Yeah, I mean the diet is pretty specific at the moment, just before the season, you know, to make sure that I'm light. And later on it will be, I mean, just now I had fried eggs, which is a bit fatty, but anyways,
nice.
Fried eggs and yogurt, light, low-fat yogurt, and then I'll have a banana.
Are you ever naughty? Would you
sneak
for
sure. Yeah? Oh yeah, big time. There's the naughty days.
Yeah?
Well, not naughty days.
Okay, so what's your biggest indulgence? What would you have?
It's I'll just go for it. So I'll have ice cream or whatever, because
And then you just write that day
I
off.
really enjoy eating, so it's a big struggle to avoid all that stuff all the time. So I have days where I'll just say, whatever.
Whatever. Breakfast, lunch and supper, just go crazy.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that. Maybe I'll adopt that. I think every day is a treat day. Do you call it treat day?
No, I just call it all out day.
All out day. All out. Just let it all hang out. Do you cook a lot at home? Who does the cooking?
Vivian cooks, and she's an incredible cook, so we're really lucky because we get great food at home. And so it's...
Do you request anything when you come back home that makes you feel like you're back home?
No, because she's so creative that I don't need to request anything, because I always love what she cooks. So and it's never the same as yesterday. It's just every time she comes up with something it's infinite new things coming up. She's like an artist.
God, you're a lucky boy. Well, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of an insight into what goes through your mind as you get ready to drive the W07. We will catch up with you later on in the season.
Thank you very much.